It's just after 7 o'clock and it's a 3-day weekend, which is why we're all in a good mood. Got music from Queen on the way. My job role at Spire FM is two parts actually. I'm the breakfast show presenter first of all, and I'm also the programme controller. So my responsibility is for pretty much everything that goes out of the speakers. So I'm responsible for who's on air, what time they're on air, what sort of competitions and promotions they do, and I'm also responsible for the sponsorship and promotion side of things. Radio was something that I always wanted to do. At school, everybody else, all the other boys wanted to play for England or go into space, but I always wanted to be on the radio. So I was lucky that I stuck at it and eventually got the opportunity to do it. And I worked for many years for no money, trying to muscle my way in, and eventually I got a break when somebody was ill and they needed somebody at the last minute, and I was the only person available. The rest is history. It's the thing with any radio is you need to identify who is listening and why they're listening to you. So I've worked on a number of different radio stations over the years that have all had a slightly different target consumer. So where I am now at Spire, our target audience is a 35-year-old female, and that's who we pitch at. That's the music that we play, the competitions we do, and that's primarily because that's what our advertisers are after, the spending power of a 35-year-old female. Previous radio stations I've worked at have pitched at younger male audiences, older male audiences, and as long as you've got an understanding of who you're trying to reach with the music you're playing and the speech that you're doing in between, then I think you're on a good stead. There is lots of stressful stuff. I think the most stressful stuff is that radio is a 24-hour, 7-day, 365-day a year medium, and it never stops. It's not the only job like that, but there are others. So being responsible for everything that goes out on air, you will get a phone call at 5 o'clock on Sunday morning to say that the transmitter's broken, and you need to make some phone calls for that. But the flip side of that is that no 2 days are the same. I mean, every day is different, and it's just one of the best jobs in the world. We've done a lot of research with our listeners over the years, and it's the funny, quirky little things that really stand out and stick in their mind. And for a laugh, I think we started playing the Hi-Ho song from the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs because somebody had asked for it, so we played it at 8:30 one morning. And then just because we thought it was funny, we did it the next day, and it turned into a week. And the following week when we didn't, we had complaints because we hadn't done it. And what people really like is little benchmarks and little things that they notice on the radio that they can use to work out if they're running on time for work or not. So we do lots of silly little things like that, which don't take any planning or any preparation from us. But you know that at 7 o'clock, when we're playing the silly little Flintstones song, that you either need to be in the shower, you need to be in the car, you need to be on the A36, or you just need to be on your way to the train station. And all those little things, there's one we play at 6 o'clock as well, there's one we do at 8:30. They just help listeners with their routine, and then by becoming part of their routine, you get people kept in. It's knowing why people listen to your radio station. I think if you bear that in mind first of all, then that puts you on a pretty sound footing, and then it's thinking about what your audience are going to be doing. So whilst our listeners are going to be involved in lots of events over the weekend, actually before then we're going to have the gridlock on the roads, which we always get on a Friday afternoon. So you need to help people through that first of all, and just make sure that you're the first port of call for all the information about that.